So let's talk about the undercurrent energy to start the reading. The Doom card. Doom. Change is coming. It's always coming. But sometimes we humans can get in the state of mind of it feels like nothing's actually changing. Nothing's actually changing. And if it does change, just like the card says, we expect doom and gloom. It will always be the doom and gloom. So our undercurrent energy has got this heavy, thick cloud sitting within us. When we come over to the current energy, the disassociation, it's like I'm just going through the motions. Every day, it's just the same thing. Disconnected. This card came out in, I think, the last reading that I did. It comes out a lot in about the last 30 days on a collective level of feeling bored, burnt out, aimless, pointless, just going through the motions of everyday life, just going through the emotions. To be in a prolonged state like this, guys, it's not good. You know that. We have to work to bring ourselves out of this state, out of it. It's not always easy. A lot of times when we're in disassociation, because we're falling so deep, we're looking for something, an escape. Help me not feel this way. Give me something that feels good. We can find ourselves, in the middle of the night, doom scrolling, looking for just a little bit of dopamine, just a little bit of something that will feel good. Because disassociation is just, For some of us, we might just, it's really hard to get up out of the bed in the morning because it's just the same thing over and over. It's pointless and aimless. But when I look at our desire, the nascence. Nascence is fresh, new, adventure, ideas, desires. They're fresh and new. But the thing about nascence is it's untested ideas. It's things we want to experience that we've never attempted before. The danger of this is desire is if you don't chase it, you'll never know what could have been. You're left with a lot of what ifs when we don't go after it. But considering the disassociation and the desire, it is showing we're probably doing something that helps us escape the boring, there's no point to this, there's no rising, growing from this. It's just the same thing. I also get a sense that for some of us, whether it's a relationship or job, career, think of, the endless line of being someone that, works on that Amazon line, packing them trucks, and that no matter how many packages you put in them trucks, that line never ends. You can't see where there's any progress, and that's not knocking Amazon, guys, and not knocking that job, but after a while it takes a toll on you mentally because I can't see where I'm getting anywhere, where personally I'm making a difference in anything. Because no matter how many of those boxes and packages come down the line, I'll turn around and look, and it just never ends. We don't get to see the light at the end of the tunnel, so to say. We don't get to see where, oh, look what I did. It's not until you turn around and look at them trucks that you just packed full that you see, well, I actually did do something, but there's still more to do. But it becomes rote, aimless, and you feel like it's pointless. A lot of jobs, a lot of situations are like that for a lot of us now. We fall up into that disassociation, that boredom, that there's no real purpose to this. Relationships also. This reading can be very much about being in a relationship where you're just going through the motions of being roommates. You're just going through the motions of it. Because this desire is for something you've never done before. Something you want to attempt. It's the spark. It's the light in the night down here on your nocturnal that says, chase me. Come on, chase me. Normally, I'm like, yeah, this is the guardian is the one that helps you overcome the obstacles and the challenges. So why is the guardian showing up in the challenge position? Maybe because we're not listening to the guardian. The opposite of the guardian is actually the demon. It's the angel and the devil that sits opposite shoulders and whispers into your ear. The demon will have you chasing nonsensical, risky things. That demon is the one, I'll just pick up the phone and doom scroll. When the guardian says, no, you don't need to do that. You're already feeling bad when you get done. That was a quick fix of dopamine. You're going to crash and you're not going to feel good, so don't even start. But what are we not hearing about the guardian? Because guardian is the one that helps us overcome and gives us that wise advice. Think of it as your higher self or the divine that whispers or sends messages to you to give you the guidance. What are you not hearing? What are you ignoring? Are you choosing the phone, the screens, the whatever it is that we're using for this? I can't stand this feeling. I'm burnt. I'm bored. Are we choosing it over the guardian that says, no, don't even start it. Just sit with yourself a minute and go into the quietness. Don't be afraid to be bored for a minute. Don't be afraid to burn out for a minute. The turning point, like I said, is very curious. Haunting. I'm going through my life. It goes very much with your disassociation. I'm going through life as a ghost. Either I've wore my welcome out or everything else has wore its welcome out that's in my bubble. I've stayed too long. If we listen to the guardian will tell you when it's time that something's over. It's overstayed its welcome. You've overstayed your welcome. It's time to step back. It's time to take a break. Whether it's a permanent break or just a break to clear your head. A break to ground yourself and come back to yourself of what exactly am I feeling? What's going on with me? This is actually a turning point. I think it's amazing to have this one as a turning point because, it's an inner shift that's going to happen for you. The best way I can describe it, I can remember my own turning point years ago, I think early 20s. I used to have this question about being able to fly. I had never flown on an airplane. And I can remember every day where I lived, there was evidently the track of the airplanes. You know, the route they took was right over where I lived. And I would always stand there and look up, and I would think, why can't I? Why not me? I remember the day that I realized this is not a screen I'm looking at. There's actually people in that airplane. How come they get to fly and I don't? Why not me? The quiet shift in that day when I realized there was people in that airplane. The question of why not me flipped. I heard it differently. Of heck yeah, why not you? Within a month I flew for the first time. But it was a quiet shift that took place. But it didn't take place until after a long, long time of standing there looking up at them airplanes going, why can't I do that? Why can't I? Will I ever? Because at that point, I felt like, no, that's not a possibility for me ever. Guys, I ended up flying so much I can't stand flying. But how this plays out with our patriarch, this is the loner. This is doing something, you know, the sovereignty you have over your life, making your choices, but coming with nocturnal, I'm a lone wolf here. I'm a lone wolf. I don't feel connected and bonded to the people in my life or the job that I'm doing. I don't feel like there's any meaning or purpose to it. It feels pointless and aimless and useless. If it's a relationship this is bringing out for you, it's just like, or just ghosts occupying the same space here. There's nothing. I feel alone. And the nocturnal is about being alone. But I love the fact that when this turn point happens, when that question of why not me shifts for you, and it becomes, heck yeah, why not me? I can do this. If they can do it, I can do it. When it shifts, it plays out in a positive way because the two lanterns here, one side of your brain dims out and the other one comes on. And it's got you doing something different. It's the nascence, the driven of, I'm not going to sit and doom scroll. The fact we do have these as the play out energy, it is showing me that for some of us during the night, this overtakes us right now in a negative way. It can keep us from sleeping. It's hard to get sleep. And then once I do get sleep, it's hard to get me to get up. Because there's nothing out there that I really want to get up for. But when it shifts, when this shift happens, we're up and running. We'll feel good when we go to sleep. We'll be able to go to sleep. And when we wake up, we're waking up with a fire. And it's like, yes, I'm on a mission here. Because whatever this is, guys, we're giving ourselves the permission. Something is going to quietly shift. We're going to hear that guardian. We're going to take the advice of, yeah, I need to step away from some things. Whether it's, you know, a permanent step away, a permanent breakup with something, or if it's just a small vacation, I need to come back to myself. I did want to find out the playing it out how the energy plays out, because this is feeling absolutely alone, not supported, not understood. In the negative sense, it's like, yeah, I can't just be me. I can't, I've got to pretend like this is important, whether it's a relationship or a job. They're demanding of you. Put a smile on your face and act like this is like brain surgery, when all you can do is, this is pointless. I pulled some clarifying cards. Our first card we got out was unrequited. Unrequited. The second card I got out was restrained. Restrained. Under the unrequited, we've got abundance. The abundance of things I'm not in love with. And then under restrained, we got companions. Companions. So this is showing me the negativity of, the negative side of the energies playing out. Of us holding ourselves, restraining ourselves into relationships that we're just going through the motions. Careers, jobs, things that we're just getting up, going through the motions, and it's getting really hard to keep going through the motions because I don't want to get up. The companions, the one thing after your shift happens, our abundance card, after this haunting, the shift of that haunting, the abundance is not so much about the materialistic things in life. I won the lottery. No, it's about what you already possess, what's in your possession, knowing yourself on a deeper level, honoring yourself on a deeper level, not making excuses anymore of why I can't chase this new adventure, this new idea. There are no more excuses. I'll use whatever I got. It's where we become very inventive with what we have in our possession. But what I really like is it's showing that you've had a shift in this new mission, this new phase of your life, your path, your journey. Of, I'm not going to keep devoting myself to things I just do not feel the passion for. When it's not within me, I'm not going to sit and pretend like, yeah, I feel like I'm so in love with you. When I feel like we're just going through the motions and we might need to take a break. What do they say? Distance makes the heart grow fonder. And if you've got a little bit of distance and you come back together after a time and you're not finding it fonder, then the guardian says, it's time. The welcome's wore out. That's old. That's an old dead carcass of something you have to let go, whether it's a friendship. Are you keeping friendships on life support? Are you keeping the relationship on life support? But this is you changing, of knowing yourself and being more authentic with yourself. The restrained and companions. Like I said, over here, this deeper knowing, a deeper sense of self of, I'm not going to keep holding myself into putting a smile on my face and acting like this is heaven and bliss when it's not. You're going to become more choosy about companions. You're going to quit obligating yourself to stay in an inauthentic state that you're dying in. You're going to get real with yourself and the people around you. It does show you holding yourself, obligating yourself into what you don't have passion for. But these two cards, I love this because it foretells an abundance of authentic companionship when you get real. When you stand in your authenticity, it allows and encourages others to stand in theirs also. It's showing a dynamic, the change in the dynamic of how you will be in relationships. When I pulled what ended up on the bottom of the deck from our clarifying cards for our patriarch, our lone wolf, Dawn. I love this because we first had doom, and now we have the horizon, the light coming over the horizon. But there's always a catch with the cards. It's just like the doom. Change is always happening. It's always coming. It's inevitable. But we may not be caught up with it. Our state of mind, our perceptions may not be caught up with what's really changed. That's the reason we have a guardian. That's the reason we go through a grieving process of, I can't make myself be who I used to be. I'm not that person anymore. I can't make myself feel the things I don't feel anymore. This one, the catch, is you have to open your eyes to be able to see the light. The new dawn, the new life, the new era. And you have to start taking an active role. An active role. You have to get out of the bed. And you have to start making the changes you need to make to go to this new horizon. It requires you not just to sit and look at it, but first, open your eyes so that you can see it. Open your eyes to abundance. What do you already possess that will get you to that nascence, into that adventure, into that, I've never done this before, but I'm going to do it. I know, because I'm on a mission. Let's pull you a message. Let's get a spirit message. See what will come out for you. Message, slow down and take your time. There's no need to rush everything. You're already doing your part. Trust that what belongs in your life is already making its way towards you in divine timing. Everything is coming towards you. I hope this was helpful. Y'all stay strong. I'll see you again next time.